Hello, I'm going to talk with you about how to use your Google Calendar on the CSUMB platform so that you can populate your schedule for the whole semester in a way that will be useful to you, and so you can do the Psych 300 assignment that documents that you have a basic understanding of how to use your calendar. So first up, get into your Google Calendar. You can do this usually from the dashboard is probably the fastest way to get into your CSUMB calendar. Make sure you're doing this from your university calendar rather than from a personal calendar. The first thing I want you to do is go to the beginning of your semester. If you note here, I am going to be using not my standard calendar, which is the one on the very top. I'm actually going to be using an alternate one just so it's not full of a whole bunch of events already. But what I want you to do is use your default standard calendar from CSU Monterey Bay. So when I am working in this calendar, you'll notice it's pretty blank right now. When you start, I would start with the first week of your semester. So for instance, maybe it's the last week of August, maybe it's a time in January, depending on the semester. And look at your course schedule and figure out, when do my classes happen? Maybe you have Monday, Wednesday classes from 8 to 10. So I'm going to create a new event by just clicking and dragging this 8 to 10 a.m. block on a Monday. And what I want to do is hit more options, which will give me a bigger set of instructions I can work with. Perhaps I have a Monday, Wednesday class of Psych 302, and it is in Heron Hall, room 160. So I can note what the class is, where it is, and if I want, I can color code different parts of my calendar with different colors. Now, if you note here, it says do not repeat. You want your calendar to be able to repeat so you can quickly populate your whole semester. So instead of does not repeat, let's hit custom. And we want this to repeat once a week, every Monday and Wednesday. And we're going to have it stop at the end of the semester. Let's have it stop December 15th. Now that's going to have every Monday and Wednesday auto-populate with this Monday, Wednesday class. And you're going to see these are going to pop up in our calendar. You're going to see every week as that going on. Now, you're going to notice there are some days where we don't have class, whether it's fall or spring break or other holidays. So November 12th is Veterans Day. So I'm going to click on this and hit the delete button, this little trash can. And it's going to ask me if I want to delete just this one day, this day and everything that comes after it, or the whole series. So for this, I'm going to just delete this one day, and that's going to keep the rest of my schedule intact. But maybe you've completely messed this up and you want to delete the whole series. You can also say all events, and that will get rid of everything. Populating your calendar with these events is pretty easy, pretty straightforward. You should add in all of your classes at their typical times. Some other things you could add in are due dates. You might have a special event to let you know that there's something coming up. You can also add those details in the agenda portion of the event, but sometimes it's nice to have a separate event, maybe in a different color like red or orange, to really stand out things that you know are going to be due that day, either in class or maybe you have an iLearn assignment later that night. You could also put in your work schedule. This is something, of course, that might change and build as you get your hours for a job. But if you have a pretty set schedule, that's something you could add early on. If not, it's something you could add as you go every time you get your new schedule. You could also, and I highly encourage you to do this, add in study times. So maybe you have a 2 or 4 hour block in between classes and you know that's time to grab lunch and focus some studying on particular classes. If you build that into your calendar, it gives you this nice reminder that you know you should be studying at that time. It gives you some carved out time to build studying into your schedule. Once you have your schedule for the whole semester populated and you have holidays and spring or fall break deleted out, then it's time to share your calendar with me. Now, if you notice, I'm going to give you one example here of Dean Eileen Feynman, Dean of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. If I click on her calendar, I see several events, but I don't see any details about what they are. And this is because she has shared her calendar in a way that protects the details and privacy of the events. I know she's busy at certain times, so I can't schedule an appointment with her, but I don't know exactly what she's busy doing. That's how I want you to work on scheduling your calendar with me. To do this, find your name over here in My Calendars again, and you want to click on these 3 dots on the right side. You then want to hit Settings and Sharing, and find the section that says Share with Specific People. I've shared mine with a lot of people, so I'm going to scroll down a little bit and look for the section that says Add People. Let's say I can't share this with myself because I already own it, but let's say I want to share this with someone else like you're going to be sharing with me. So I'll share it with Dr. Matthews, and I want to make sure that he has a very specific permission. I don't want him to see all the event details. I want him to instead see only free, busy, or hide details. That's going to give him that appearance of I'm busy at these times, but not the specifics of what I'm doing. This is how I want you to share your calendar with me as well. So make sure you're clicking Hide Details to share this in a way that protects your privacy. Once you hit Send, that should be it. That will automatically send me an email if you've sent it to dburchett@csumb.edu. I'll get this email alert letting me know that you've shared your calendar with me. And it'll give me a chance to take a look at it and see if you've populated throughout the whole semester in a way where I only see that you're busy at certain times and don't see the details. I think that's about it. Of course, you can always come to me and ask any questions about this assignment. And best of luck. I hope this is a tool that you can use this semester and forward, and that you can carry over into the workforce as well. Thank you.